Baseball here on MLB Network. Today, it's the second of this three-game series between the New York Mets and the Washington Nationals. Gio Gonzales will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Gio Gonzales, quality lefty. First thing you think of when you think of Gio, that big overhand curveball. Might be one of the best curveballs in baseball. Pretty good fastball, too. 92 to 93 miles an hour. That big overhand hook and a straight changeup. Really quality pitcher.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Reyes. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. Fellas, the Nationals, as they take the field here today, they come in a bit of a rough patch. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Yeah, Matty, this is the perfect guy to have on the mound. A veteran, not going to let the moment get too big for him, completely understands what's being asked of him. They've been losing lately. That can't be denied. But this is the perfect guy, right spot.
The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. Altogether a fine afternoon for baseball. 66 degrees the game time temperature. Here's the 1-1. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2. The 2-1 home. And a little off to begin the afternoon as it's to 3-1 now. There's Brandon Phillips. He waits on deck. Hit in the air down the right field line. On the move is Harper, but no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And he fouls this one off. Another full count pitch home. Fouled away. A payoff pitch one more time. Is swung on and missed, strike 3. And now a chance to meet the Mets. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, Matt, I can't wait to see if La Potencia, Yoenis Cespedes, can keep it going. He's hitting over 400. Now, hold on. I know it's just April, but that's really impressive. And if you're hitting 400 in the backyard playing wiffle ball, you're still doing something pretty good. It's been a great start, and I'm interested to see if he can feed off of it the rest of the way.
So bases are empty here, which gone, and now the left-handed hitting Adrian Gonzales will get a shot. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And the first pitch is chopped foul at the plate at strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. Boy, he comes back with a beautiful pitch there, and he's dominating this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, he's going to have to set his sights a little bit more over the heart of the plate. I can't have one of my best left-handed power hitters reaching and taking an ugly swing like that.
Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Mets go down 1-2-3. Now it'll be Washington's turn in a scoreless ball game. Jacob DeGrom is on the mound for game 2. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Jacob DeGrom is just a solid pitcher. He's not overpowering in any sense with any of his 3 pitches. Good sinking fastball, 93 to 96. Great slider and a really good changeup. What makes him so good? He'll throw all 3 of his pitches at any time.
And the throw here is in time. Very nicely done there at short for the first out. And a look now at the hometown Nationals starting lineup. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, Matt, I appreciate the way Bryce Harper plays the game. Go look at the numbers. He hit over .310 last year and was consistent most of the year. I'm looking forward to him having another solid campaign.
These Mets, fellas, as they take the field here today, they're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, they started yesterday off on the right foot. If they can put together 2 games in a row, a lot of positive vibes start happening. You never know. This could be a jump start to big things.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in a dangerous hitter indeed in the form of Bryce Harper. Starts things here with a changeup for a called strike.
Hey, when one of your better pitches is the straight changeup, you can't be afraid to throw it at any count and at any time. And hey, first pitch, if they're going to take it for strike 1, they're going to give it to you. Go ahead and throw it.
And set up behind the plate is Ricky Holiday, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Hey, D-Row, you better be up there ready to swing with Ricky Holiday behind the plate, particularly on that high pitch.
Yeah, and I don't like that, Dan. As an offensive player, that's the one pitch that you almost can't get to with a power guy on the mound. I'm okay with you giving a little bit on the corners, but you start giving north, it makes it super tough on the hitters.
Hard hit ball to second. Phillips is up with it. Throw will go to Adrian at first, and with it, the side is retired. Nationals gone. Here's Nolan Arenado. He'll get us started in the top of the second. First delivery to him on the way. Pop foul, and it looks like that's going to make it into the VIP seats. The windup and the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And this is chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. The 0-2.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Here's Yoenis Cespedes. Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. A solo home run here off the bat of Yoenis Cespedes. Home run number 3 here in the early going, as the Mets are out in front now, 2-0.
Well, he won his last start, but he didn't give up any long balls. He's already given up 2 here, so he's got his work cut out for him if he's going to get the W in this one. He's going to have to start keeping the ball in the yard for starters.
And now this at-bat just doesn't want to get off the ground as he'll step out for a second time. And now here's the 3rd time he's stepped out. Talk about break. Taking up a guy's rhythm. And he'll step out for a 4th time here. And now be careful, because I don't know many pitchers who care for these type of shenanigans. Standing in now, Gary Sheffield. And it's fouled away. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. The windup and the 0-1. A swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. The 1-2. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Kendrick has it in his sights. 1 down.
So here's how the Washington Nationals are positioned defensively. Let's spot shadow Bryce Harper, and why wouldn't we? He's only one of the best players in the game. He puts it on the line every night in the field and at the plate.
Striding into the box, Darryl Berry. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Boy, not even close with that one, and he's behind 0-1.
Wow, not sure what that was, but talking about having your mind made up, you're going to swing before the pitcher even throws a pitch. I don't know how you swing at that pitch.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two. Now the 0-2 pitch. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are two gone. Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud, in head-to-head meetings with Gio Gonzales. He's got 3 base hits in 16 tries. Here's a drive out to left center field. On his way to second is d'Arnaud. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
First offering on its way. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss. d'Arnaud at second with 2 down. Sent on the ground out to second. Gloved by Murphy. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. We'll go. So next will be the 4-hole for the Nationals. Ryan Zimmerman. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. 1-0 pitch on the way. Just missing here, 2-0.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They didn't miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
2 balls and a strike now. Now the 2-1. Swing and a little tapper. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Here's the defensive alignment for the New York Metropolitans. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. In previous duels with DeGrom, pretty average results, 4 for 15. And not the kind of swing you're hoping for on 2-0 as they bunch him up inside. It's 2-1 now.
Oh, wow, that's what they call a jam sandwich. Wow, not much you can do with that pitch that's in tight.
3-1 to him now. Hard hit at third. Gloved by Arenado. In the dirt, and oh, he can't quite dig it out.
Well, when you're making that throw all the way across, you've got to make sure you gather and fire, because if you don't, the ball will sink on you. Looked like he tried to finesse that one a bit too much, and they'll hit him with an error.
In now is Anthony Rendon, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And a good idea to hang close at first, as he'll make it back easily.
Pretty standard pitch sequence right there. Just how you draw it up in a perfect world. Jump ahead 0-2, and then you toss a changeup in the dirt to get him to chase for a strikeout on 3 pitches. If only it were always that easy.
Here's Howie Kendrick, and he puts it on the ground to second. Throw goes to Reyes for the force, and that'll end the inning. 1 left for Washington. They're still down. It's 2-0. Back at Citi Field in Flushing, Queens, as we are ready for the 3rd inning in this one. Digging in to try it again, Jose Reyes looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
The windup and the 0-1. Fouled off. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Little dribbler down the line. Line drive to center field. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. So with that, the Mets have a runner aboard to get the inning underway.
Leadoff single to start the 3rd right now. From an offensive standpoint, keep the aggressive at bats happening. Keep the pressure on the defense. Everything's looking good right now.
Here's Brandon Phillips. And this one's in the dirt. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
And I think that's the case of the pitcher being a little too preoccupied with the speed at first. He lost focus on making the pitch and throws an absolute scud. The irony, of course, is the runner's now on second, and he didn't even have to steal.
In the dirt. Throw goes over to third, and he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
The 1-1 home. Hit in the air out to center field. Murphy has a play. One away.
Now batting number 23, first baseman Gonzales.
So one man gone for the Mets in the third, and stepping in now the slugging first baseman Adrian Gonzales. He's set. Here it comes. And a fastball just below the knees. Ball one. The 1-0 home. He pulls this one into right. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. He pulls into second safely, as also on the play a run comes across to score.
When it left the bat, I thought the outfielder had a beat on it. Gave it a heck of an effort, going high for it, but he just can't bring it down. The run came across to score, and he's safely at second, hoping his teammates can return the favor.
Into the box now, Nolan Arenado. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second.
Yeah, that last at bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
And maybe trying to get him off stride at the plate so he'll step out and ask for time. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Line towards center field. Catch made out there in center field as the runner will tag from second. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. Throw won't get him. Striding in once again, Yoenis Cespedes. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So
here's Cespedes with a drive. That's high and deep to left field. But this one will bend foul. Had plenty of distance, though, as it landed in the upper deck. This one is launched. Look at this. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. It's a two-run shot here for Yoenis Cespedes. His second of the game, and the Mets have got it up to a 5-0 game now.
wow, nothing more demoralizing than giving up 3 home runs in the first 3 innings of a game. There's having a guy's number, and then there's absolutely owning him. This could be the latter.
Stepping in now, Gary Sheffield, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. So far, 0-1. Here's the pitch. And the changeup is way low that time. The 1-2. Hits this one hard the other way. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
I don't know what side of the fence I fall on, boys. Old school, new school. I think I kind of stand right along that fence. But one thing that gets me jacked up is watching guys grind down in the count and drive base hits the other way.
In now, Darryl Berry, yanked on the ground down the line. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. But they strike for 3 in the inning, 2 on this 2-run home run. We played 2.5. It's the Mets 5 and the Nationals nothing. Here's the catcher now, Miguel Montero, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Now the 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1. Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
And even 2-2 count to the Nationals catcher. Hit in the air down the left field line, and that will end up a foul ball. Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now, 3-2.
It's been a great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell for a huge inning.
Very weakly on the ground. That rolls foul, and they'll do it again. The 3-2 one more time. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now. He took the hat trick with 3 strikeouts yesterday, and here's another one today. Looks to me like he just needs to simplify his approach and focus on making some contact.
Gio Gonzales is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Can't allow yourself to lose focus right here with the pitcher up. Got to stay on the attack. Minimize pitches against these guys and put them away early.
Two-0 count, the pitch. 3-0 now.
It's amazing how guys can lose focus sometimes when the weaker hitters come up, especially the pitchers. You got to stay on the attack and minimize pitches and get these guys out in a hurry.
3-1 the count now. Nationals have yet to crack the hit column thus far.
Great job by the pitcher right there to put him in the proverbial rocking chair. Slowed him down, sped him up, slowed him down. Let's see where he's going now.
And this is swung on and missed, his 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
Not too often you see an at-bat go from 3-0 to a strikeout, so that's a pretty good job on the mound right there. Kind of nice that he got a free strike on the 3-0 take, but he still had to put it in the zone.
A speedy Trey Turner digs in now as he'll take a look at ball 1. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. A 1-1 count to the Nationals leadoff batter.
Really deceptive changeup there. Very well executed. It looks like it just sort of dies when it gets close to the plate.
2-1 the count to Trey Turner. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a liner. And a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. Digging in for his second at-bat, Travis d'Arnaud, as we begin the top of the 4th. Here comes the first pitch. A fastball down near the shoe tops. The 1-0. Popped him up. Zimmerman trying to get there. He's not going to get to it, so the leadoff guy's aboard with a base hit. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
Into the box, Jacob DeGrom pulled toward right center field. Murphy onto the grass. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. So it's back to the top of the order now, and stepping in is the shortstop, Jose Reyes. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. Line toward the gap in left center, and trouble aboard now as that's a base hit for Reyes. The relay, but he'll be in there with a double.
Wow, the pitcher must be just shaking his head. That pitch wasn't anywhere near the strike zone, but he gave it the old tomahawk chop and somehow connected with it anyway. Now he's standing on second, and he even has to smile about that one.
Here's Brandon Phillips. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
First delivery to him on the way. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And this is down at knee level as it's chopped foul at home plate. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. Rendon is right there. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score. Here's Adrian now. He doubled earlier in the game. 1 for 2 to this point. He's set, and the pitch. A high fastball is in there.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
Good lead off a second there. Now the pitch. And there's a swing and a miss that time by Gonzales. 2 strikes to him now.
You know, the old adage is you never throw a lefty down and in because their ability to turn and burn, and this pitcher's taking that to heart. He is throwing every.
Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Mets played a run on a couple of hits. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the Mets 6 and the Nationals nothing. In now is Adam Eaton. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
But quick reactions at the hot corner. takeaway ahead, and there's one gone. Ready for another chance? Bryce Harper. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
You could tell he was guessing right there, and he certainly wasn't guessing changeup. That pitch was in his wheelhouse, and he was late.
Harper behind with an 0-2 count now.
Is that gun reading right there? Because that just registered at 91 miles an hour on a slider. If he's working that pitch.
Meanwhile here, this ball's given a pretty good ride out to deep left field, and that is going to clear the wall. A home run. A solo home run off the bat of Bryce Harper. Home run number 3 here in the early going, and they're on the board at 6-1. Guys, we've seen 4 big balls between the two teams so far today. What are your impressions of the long ball display we're watching?
Matty V, this is just one of those days where the ball seems to be flying. D-Row, the hitter's on point, the pitchers aren't making very good pitches.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's all about executing pitches, and they're not doing it today. They're leaving a lot of balls over the heart of the plate, and this offense, both offenses are taking advantage.
Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. And Zimmerman has a base hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball is going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
He comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up.
Good job by the catcher to keep the ball from getting too far away and allowing that base runner to get into scoring position. That keeps the double play in order, which they need, seeing as they've already given up 1 run in this inning.
And the 2-1. High in the air and deep to left center field. Berry looking up. And this one is gone. A home run. So a 2-run shot to left center. First home run of the campaign for him. And with that, it's now a 6-3 ball game. In now is Anthony Rendon, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Fastball got 3 runs already home here. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch, bang.
Well, I bet the manager breathed a sigh of relief when he saw he wasn't hurt that badly. The last thing they can afford to lose is a guy like that for any length of time.
Here's Howie Kendrick as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The 1-1 takes a pitch for strike number 2.
Hey, that's a huge pitch for him right there. He's been struggling early. If he's able to get any feel on his secondary stuff, he might be able to hang around a little bit.
Over to Gonzales, and they get the double play they needed to get him out of the inning. And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Nolan Arenado. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. First offering on its way. This is line to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the 5th.
I'm shocked this pitcher keeps trying to attack the zone with them being so aggressive early in the count. You wonder if he wouldn't be served a little better, just kind of nibbling for a little bit early and then pound in the zone late.
Here's Yoenis Cespedes. In the dirt here. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second. Arenado leads off second with nobody out. And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Slapped hard the opposite way. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball, middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
Into the box now, Gary Sheffield. Hit high and deep out to left. Kendrick racing back. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Ready once again, Darryl Berry. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here comes the first pitch. And that changeup makes him jump, a swing and a miss.
Good job of making him chase that pitch down below the strike zone. That's where you want to pitch when you're looking for the double play ball.
The 0-1 on its way. Liner toward right center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. The relay throw, and he's safe.
That's why they call it a game of adjustments right there. The batter has to feel good about what he just did. Swung and missed at the first changeup, got it again, and was able to get himself a knock.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. Pitch out, nothing doing. Now the 1-0 misses for the second ball.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with two guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
And he'll be back in standing up. The 2-0 on the way. Gets him to chase a ball out of the zone for the first strike.
For the most part, he's looked really locked in at the plate in this game. Not so much on that swing, though.
The 2-1 home is swung on and missed for strike number 2. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or are you still looking for the double play ball?
This is a great spot to be in as a pitcher. You have 2 strikes, you can bury one for a potential strikeout, and at worst, keep the ball down in the zone. You might be able to turn one pitch into an ending double play.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Seven runs on 12 hits. One error in the game for the Mets thus far. Line toward right center. And that's going to get down out there. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run's in to score from third. It's an 8-3 ball game.
Boy, what a battle there, D-Roll. Several pitch at bat right there. He threw everything but the kitchen sink, and he was still able to get an RBI base hit.
And Dan, I can't tell you, the longer the ABs go, usually, I'll tell you, you get in that swing mode where if he throws the rosin bag, you're pulling the trigger on it. Wait for him to settle in his zone and not come outside of it and end up getting a knock.
On his way out to the mound now is the Washington manager. And a change is coming up as that's going to be all for Gio Gonzales.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Washington, number 58, Jeremy Hellickson.
Standing in now, Jacob DeGrom, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. Misses. Ball 2.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for after that second pitch.
Here's a high pop-up. Zimmerman over to his right. 2 gone.
Shortstop, number 7, Jose Reyes.
Digging in and looking for more, Jose Reyes. And their runners at the corners now. First offering on its way. A swing and a miss at the big curveball. Hellickson, an Iowa native. He was a 4th-round selection back in 2005.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
Ready with the 0-2. Pulled toward right center field. Eaton is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Mets 8 and the Nationals 3. Here's the catcher now, Miguel Montero. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound would like to hit the rewind button on that last inning.
Oh, no doubt about that, Mac. That was a really rocky frame, but clearly not enough to chase him from this game. We'll see if he's still shaking a bit or if he's able to put this behind him.
And that's high and away, and the count goes to 2-0.
That was a non-competitive pitch right there, and he finds himself behind 2-0 in this situation. He's going to have to locate something down the zone to get himself back in this count.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. Looking to fade his first walk. Here it comes. And that misses. Ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway. Into the box now, the Nationals pitcher, Jeremy Hellickson. First at bat of the game for him here in the 5th, as he was a late entrant into this one.
It's a great job right there to pull that one back, make the count 1-0, and get this defense on its heels a little bit.
The number one thing, if you're going to be a good bunter, you have to get strikes.
Montero aboard here at first with nobody out. And no take on 2-0. He's still squaring, and he gets it down. Throw not in time at first, so the pitcher tries to give himself up, but instead he gets himself a base hit. The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. He's grounded out and lined out in 2 trips. Changeup called strike 1.
This is absolutely a huge spot right here. They have to find a way to get something out of this half inning. I don't care if it's 1 run or 2 runs. You have to find a way to at least give yourself a little shot of confidence that you can get back into this one.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Montero is on his way home. He comes across to score as it's now an 8-4 ball game.
Hey, D-Roy, I think we got a case right now. This team, they're just feasting on a pitcher that he's given up some runs. It looks like he's starting to get a little bit tired, leaving some of these pitches up in the zone.
Yeah, and I think there's a fight at the bat rack right now. Guys are licking their chops, knowing he's a little bit tired, going to leave stuff over the middle of the plate. Won't be surprised to see the bullpen get going.
Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. 4 runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. Count even now at 1-1.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Phillips is there. Reyes back to Gonzales, but it's a bit too late, and they'll settle for just the 1 out.
Right fielder number 34.
And now Bryce Harper, and he's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gun.
And hey, it was a breaking ball to boot. This guy's a pretty good off.
A runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at their deficit. That makes it an 8-5 ball game. Here's Ryan Zimmerman now. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Yeah, Dan, he's got to feel pretty good about that. Not only did he have a great AB, first pitch hacking, but he smoked that ball to mix in a ribby knock.
Boy, he did. He must have had a pretty good plan of attack walking into that batter's box, and he had an idea of the pitch that he was going to get, and boy, he sure turned it loose and buggy whipped that one.
Still only 1 out in the inning. Three and 0 now.
You can bet he's salivating a little in the box right now. He likes to drive in runs, and he's got a great situation and count to do that right here.
.30 pitch is taken, strike 1.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove in one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. He likely had ball 4 that time, but couldn't hold back on the swing, so that moves the count to 3-2 now. And now he'll bluff a move back to second base just to make sure the runner wasn't getting any ideas out there. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Swing and a miss, and they come back from a 3-0 count to sit him down on strikes, and there are 2 gone.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. Might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Jerry Blevins will come on to take over on the mound now, and he'll hit in the 3rd spot in the lineup as a part of the double switch. Michael Conforto is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball. The 1-0 is a sinker that misses for a ball.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
Hit on the ground to 3rd. A toss to Phillips for the force out, and that'll end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error, and 2 men left stranded. 5 innings complete. It's the Mets 8 and the Nationals 5. Ready for another chance? Brandon Phillips 0 for 3 with an RBI in this one.
Second baseman, Brandon Phillips.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit back toward the mound. And this will find its way into center field for a leadoff single.
Hey, another leadoff knock right there. This game has been full of offense, full of traffic on the base pass. Let's see who's going to get that big double in the gap to clear him.
Juan Lagares will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 12, Juan Lagares.
Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And they've really got something going here. Runners at 2nd and 3rd to start the inning.
Left fielder really never had a chance at that one at all. It was over his head before he knew it, bouncing off the base of the wall for an easy double. Those are the kind of shots anyone would feel good about.
Nolan Arenado will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Amazing he was able to lay off in this situation. Your eyes light up when you get something above the belt, especially with a man on third base.
The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2. The 1-2. Late swing, but he's still able to get a lot of this one out toward deep right field. Gone! So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. His second home run of the game, as it's now a 6-run ball game. We've seen these squads go yards 6 times now today. This game has developed into an absolute slugfest, huh, guys?
Yeah, man, it's always tough to score runs here at this big ballpark in Citi Field. Heck, D-Roll, they've moved the fences in a couple of different times here to make it easier for the Mets hitters.
You know, this has been such an impressive hitting performance today by this offense, considering the fact that we're in Citi Field, although aesthetically pleasing, not for an offensive ball player.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that one just missed outside.
Got to believe the manager didn't have this in mind when he went to the bullpen. This reliever's got to step up right here. It's starting to tickle a little bit after getting hit around early.
The 1-0. Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. A solo shot here to left. His 3rd home run of the ball game, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
Well, talk about having a day. 3 home runs in one game. We've heard about the hat trick in hockey, but it's awfully hard to do that in a baseball game.
In now, Gary Sheffield. As the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1.
This is a situation where you almost have to play mind tricks on yourself if you're out there on the mound. 4 runs have come across already this inning, but now the bases are empty. He's not in danger anymore, so he's just got to tell himself he's doing fine, and he just needs to get this inning over with.
4 runs here in this half inning. On the ground to third. Rendon has it. Throw to first is in time for the first down.
Up next for the Mets,
Digging in once again, Darryl Berry. He singled his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit sharply on the ground, and that gets through for a one-out base hit.
Hey, some guys look out there, Dan, they don't care. They can't execute the ball the other way. It's not that easy. They're going to hit it as hard as they can right into the shift and let the chips fall where they may.
You know, it's hard, Devro, when you've come up all the way through high school, little league, college ball, and the minor leagues, and you're used to pulling the ball. That's the type of hitter you are. Some of these hitters are going to have to try to make some changes with these exaggerated shifts.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
This is line to left. And Kendrick squeezes it for out number 2. Now at the plate, Michael Conforto. He's getting his first plate appearance of the game here in the 6th. Throw over to first, and the runner back safely. Another look to first, and he'll get back in safely. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Strike taken to throw. And he is out at second. Caught.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for New York, number 50, Rafael Montero. Leading off for the Nationals.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Ball 1. And a ball 1-0. Ahmed Rosario is into the ball game as a defensive replacement. He'll be the new shortstop here.
Number 1.
Drilled down the line. Arenado has it. Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, one away. Ready for another shot now. Howie Kendrick. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. And a strike called at the letters. Looked high to me, but it's 0-1. Hit hard back up the middle. Throw on to first, and Kendrick is gone. 2 away now.
The catcher, number 14.
Here's the catcher now, Miguel Montero. In terms of the head-to-head with Rafael Montero, he's hitless in 3 at-bats. Montero has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that. Oh, and while we talked, that pitch got away and ended up hitting him. So he'll head down to first on the hit by pitch.
You know, with 2 outs and nobody on, that's the last thing you want to do on the mound. That really gives the opposition some hope that they can do something with this inning.
Matt Adams will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. Swung on and missed for the first strike. Count even at 1-1 to the Nationals' first baseman. Montero is off at first with 2 away. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Way in front of that fastball. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2. Now the 3-2 pitch is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Nationals leave 1. That's not going to help when the score reads 12-5. Welcome back to Citi Field in Flushing. Getting set for the 7th inning now with the Mets out on top. But first, let's check out the game summary through the first 6 innings of baseball. Trevor Gott comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. So coming to the plate, Michael Conforto. He's newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Swung on and fouled as it looked to make it all the way up into the concourse area. The 2-1. Pulled toward right center field. After it is eaten, he gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. Now back to the top of the Mets order, digging in Jose Reyes. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. So a rather weak start to the at-bat as he misses badly there. It's 0-1. Now the Nats are going to get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. The windup and the 0-1. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. The 0-2 home. Hit hard on the ground to second. Murphy has it. Throw gets him. 2 down. Next up for New York, Ahmed Rosario, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Oh, just a miserable effort there. It's 0-1.
If you're going to get a swing on a fastball that far in off the plate, I think you got to go right back in there or bounce something soft down and away.
Grounded down the third baseline. Up around the face.
Hey, I can understand why he wanted to elevate the fastball right there. This batter's eyes have been lit up since he stepped in the box. Let's see if he gets him fishing on something.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Digging in and looking for more, Trey Turner will try and get something started in the home half of the 7th. And a fastball just a bit up. And this one's on the inside corner, 1-1.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
The 1-2. And a good bite to that first out of the inning.
Classic slider, down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
In now is Adam Eaton, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Up is way low that time. Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for ball 2. 1 out, nobody on. Out. Changeup stayed low that time for ball 3. Swinging a ground ball to third. And a base hit into left field, so they've got themselves a 1-out base runner.
Sometimes you get lucky in this game. I don't think pitch recognition wise he would choose to swing at that exact pitch. But you know what? Sometimes result is the only thing that matters.
And now Bryce Harper. So far 2 for 3 in this one. And a rather interesting decision here is they'll put him on and move the runner into scoring position now.
Well, that's one way to do it, I guess. An intentional walk is one thing, but an intentional walk with a man on first is another. Strange strategy. I don't quite get it.
First pitch on its way. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
Lifted in the air out to center field. Lagares is under it, and he makes the catch for the 2nd out. Here's Daniel Murphy now. In terms of the head-to-head with Rafael Montero, he's 2 for 3. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The set and the 1-0 pitch. Now a ball lined to the left side. Foul. Fastball not close, and he runs it to 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 home. Misses down below the knees.
Well, 2 on, 2 outs, and he's got himself in a great hitter's count. He just has to be careful not to get too aggressive. A walk would be good here, too.
Lifted the other way down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Now the 3-2 pitch. Hit out towards second. Right there is Reyes. And the throw is wide as he couldn't keep his foot on the bag that time. And we'll have to see how they want to score that play.
Well, that's always the danger when you've got a lead that's this big. You know there's not a lot of doubt about the outcome of the game, so you lose focus a little bit in the field. And sometimes as a player, you try to trick yourself into playing like it's a close game so you stay sharp.
Hansel Robles answers the call to pitch here in a big spot. He inherits a bases loaded jam, but needs just one out to get out of it. Here's the first pitch to him. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. 3 left for Washington. That's not going to help when the score reads 12-5. Digging in to try it again, Juan Lagares. He'll start things out for us here in inning number 8.
Juan Lagares.
Swing and a miss on a pitch below the knees. 1 strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Grounded to short. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Striding in once again, Nolan Arenado. He went deep to the tune of a 3-run job his last time up.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at bat, his second home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
Hey, I don't blame him right there, giving up on that inside curveball, little front hipper. That's a tough pitch. You just can't figure out where the point of contact should be.
Line, but speared on a hop. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
The batter, right fielder.
Yoenis Cespedes will stride in again as he looks to join a very elite list. We take you back to earlier. This was home run number 3 in the ball game, as he'll try and join just a select few with 4 home runs in a single game. Sent out to straightaway center field. There to take it now is Eaton, and the inning is over. Mets go down 1. Here's Howie Kendrick. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
Howie Kendrick.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Asdrubal Cabrera will come on defensively now as he takes over at second.
Now playing second base.
To the left side, but it's well foul.
He wasn't fooling anybody with that fastball. He barreled it up nice right there. He's just got to find a way to keep it fair.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. Digging in, Miguel Montero. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch. Here comes the first pitch. And he takes ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Ball 2 now. Now the 2-0 home. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. In tight as this pitch misses, and it's a 4-pitch walk.
The hitter was dug in looking for something to hit, but he would have needed a telephone pole to hit that thing way out of the zone.
Wilmer Defoe will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and 1 gone in the inning. And a high strike there. 0-1. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And this one's in the dirt. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch is a fastball that misses. Line toward the gap in left center, and this is going to find some real estate out there as he comes through off the bench with extra bases. Montero rounds the corner and is headed home. He'll score easily as they inch back here, but there's still a ways to go.
This is an easy decision for him to try for third because he has the play right in front of him, so he doesn't have to rely on any of his base coaches. Good decision to keep chugging, and he makes it all the way around safely.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Hey, as a hitter right here, you can't be leaning out over. I know those first two pitchers were in the outer half, but nothing saying he can't ride a fastball in right here.
And there to bring it in is Cabrera for route number 2. Ready once again, Adam Eaton. Last time through was a base hit. And a strike called at the knees, 0-1. Defoe at third with 2 away. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. The 1-1. Taken, strike 2. A wave and a miss. He struck him out. Roll as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Sean Kelly.
Into the box, Gary Sheffield. He'll lead things off as they look